Hey there, dear viewers. Looks like there's an alert on Indar. I'm going to be playing some Planetside 2. It's 7:38, 7:40-ish, around there in the morning over here. And I've been up since yesterday, so I'm kind of tired. But I'm going to play some Planetside 2, because that just sounds fun. Looks like there's nothing going on Hassan, because when Indar is open, this is where people like to be. Because, let's face it, Indar has been awesome since before beta, and it continues to be awesome to this day. The game seems to want to put me in this fight here. TR have 3 minutes before they take this. Look like they've got the tower surrounded. I don't think I can do much good in this particular fight. That seems to be lost already. Rashnu seems to have some fighting going on, and it's an even fight, 51% NC, 49% TR, whereas Crossroads is 59-41 as opposed to the 51-49. Which is weird. Okay, so anyway, it's not really weird, but let's see. Where do I want to go is the question. I think I'm going to head out in a Reaver in this direction. I'll do one of two things whenever I start up Planetside 2. I will either instant action with a Stalker Cloak, so I can get the feel of any particular ground fight that's going on, and I'll use the Stalker Cloak to just sit invisible and figure out the flow of the battle and all that kind of stuff. Or I'll accomplish the same goal, depending on what continent I am and what situations arise and stuff like that, with a Reaver, with a standard loadout of Afterburners, Vortec Rotary, and just go see what's going on. This isn't a specialized build. It's good for protecting myself in the air. It's good for letting me fly around with the Afterburners, escape from, you know, flak and swarms of enemy air and such. I heard the engines of that Liberator right there. So I quieted down just so I can get a look out the side window and such. Anyway, all I'm doing right now, the whole point of that is to say that all I'm doing right now is getting the feel for the fight. The Scythe up here, he's got me spotted. Pulling away this way. Those are his guns blazing on me. I don't think he's going to want to duck behind our biolab though. Who is that? I recognize the name. That Liberator pilot is subpar, but his gunner is the opposite of subpar. That is to say, very good. This Scythe is on me. Anyway, I still haven't accomplished my goal. Well, I have, really. Yeah, I figured flying head-on toward a tank like that was going to result in that goal. Well, this is what I learned from that flyby, that early flyby, which is one thing I tend to like to do. I'm sorry, I'm tired right now. I learned that there's not a whole lot going on outside the biolab, so if I'm going to be of any help, it's going to be inside the biolab. And in biolabs, Light Assault is a good class to get the feel of the fight, and perhaps do some good right off the bat. Let's see if I zoom in the map here. Looks like we're going for B. There are 3 capture points. The SCU is vulnerable, it says. Okay, so as long as they don't break down our defenses here. Okay, good. Generator's repaired, so the SCU is fine. If you're wondering what the SCU is, it's the spawn control unit. It's inside that place. And if the enemy takes it down, we can no longer spawn here. So it's vital that we protect it. I'm going to take to the high ground again. There we go. Let's get back up here. I'm using the AF-19 Mercenary. I like this gun. It's a default gun that you get just for starting with Light Assault. That guy was better with his weapon than I was with mine. There's no way to sugarcoat that.
The facility is secure.
I feel like I still want to take to the high ground, though. The F-19 Mercenary is a good all-around weapon. Man, we got a lot of NC Light Assaults on the map here. feel like my reaction time is a bit diminished from being tired. That's a max. Let's see what I can do here. That's my max walking on top of that. My max has to get away from that. There we go. I got a light assault with my C4 there. It's going for the max, but any kill is a good kill when you're defending your biolab. Looks like the Vanu are being pushed back. They've got some forces on the ground out there. I took a shotgun blast from somewhere. I think it was from the window of that spawn building. At this point, I'm trying to find a good location for me to help defend. Now, I'm going to open up my cursor here by pressing Alt on my keyboard. And we're going to look at the mini-map down here where I'm pointing at. We can see that there's a cluster of Vanu on the mini-map, and we've got them surrounded. That cluster is in that little building that we can't really see right now. But there's a building right here, and that's where the Vanu are. Oh, I really should have got that guy.
Enemy max spotted.
That guy was a little bold. Alright, looks like we've got that place surrounded, so there's not much I can really do in here. There's also not much I can do out here as a light assault. I mean, I could jump down with the enemy vehicles and stuff, but that's not really going to do me any good. The enemy's not going to have a ton of infantry down there, so I'm going to step away from the ledge first off, and I'm going to open up the map. Looks like they're attacking from Rashnu, so I'm going to go somewhat on the offensive here, as an infiltrator though. Which means I need to run back into the base, find a place to reload. Let's hope this teleporter takes me somewhere useful. Oh, I think it's taking me... Oh, gotta be careful. Where am I? Alright, so there's somebody right here. Okay, back in we go. They're probably going to be expecting me to step back through that teleporter. There's no reason to give them exactly what they want. There we go. That's what I'm looking for, that equipment terminal. Whenever you're looking for things on the map, you kind of have to tune out the things you're not looking for, like visually filter for yourself. So I filtered for icons and stuff. Alright, so I said infiltrate. Well, first I'm going to go medic, because I'm going to use my medic's AoE healing power to heal myself. Full HP. Now I'm going to go infiltrator. I think I'll go stalker, because that just sounds fun. With my crossbow. And now we're going to head out. Where does this teleporter take me? Downstairs. Sure. We'll work with that. I want the northern exit, so I'm going to take a flash from here. Gonna take the long way around. There was a lightning off to the east. Oh, there's an enemy mag rider. My location is off to the left. Or my destination, my waypoint. Mag rider's down. That was fun. Since my flash's cloak is down, I'm going to let it go. Stay cloaked here. Alright. So there's capture point A for this base. Looks like we're taking it. My objective is to get into the tower. I'm gonna start by dropping... no, not that. I'm gonna drop a motion spotter. Ooh. Alright, hold on. Let's move slowly. Let's do this nice and clean, methodically. I have a whole force of NC on that capture point. There's no reason for me to devote my attention there. One thing I can do to help, because the enemy is pulling a lot of vehicles, is to hack that vehicle terminal. I have to do it without being spotted, naturally. So I don't want to run while this mag rider is facing me. But I can do this with it behind there. Oh, up. Slow it down. As long as I don't get hovered over. Oh, he just took out my flash. What a jerk. This is the only unit I'm worried about at this point. That was lucky. Okay. So now I'm going to rush in through here. I'm going to take some damage from being too close to the shield. I'm going to move up. Assassinate this guy. Begin hacking. Okay, I've hacked their vehicle terminal there. I'm going to hack this one next. Okay, I got both vehicle terminals. Now I'm going to put some bouncing betties right there. Cloak up. Alright, so now I'm going to watch both of these vehicle terminals. If anybody comes up to try and defend them, they're going to hit my bouncing betties first. I might take a little bit of splash damage, but I should be fine. I've got full shields, full health. So I'm helping my side by preventing the enemies from pulling any more vehicles. I've only got to do this for 50 seconds right here. You can see that right here. We have 45 seconds left. I've only got to do it for that long. Zooming the minimap in. Oh, someone just hit my bouncing betties. Okay. Oh. Ow. Okay. Well, he placed his own proximity mine there. I kind of botched up the Guardian part there. Actually, not really, because they still can't pull vehicles anymore, because we're going to win this. We're about to capture this point. Facility is ours. They did not they did not pull any extra vehicles. Because it feels like... Alright, this crossbow is actually pretty terrible in actual combat situations. There are a lot of things that I botched up there, but my tactical thinking was sound. My tactical logic, that is. I botched up that initial assassination, where I had to use 2 knife slashes instead of a crossbow bolt and a knife. And then I botched up the couple of shots up there. You know what? You just saw it. I don't need to explain it. But even with all that, I feel like my objective that I gave myself, which is one thing you have to do when you play this game, you have to give yourself objectives. I feel like my objective that I gave myself was successful. Alright, so, got some aerial targets. I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna go man those anti-air guns. Before I do that, I'm gonna switch over to engineer. It's just useful to be an engineer in situations like this. I don't think there are any more enemy air. Actually, yeah, I do still see some. See a little bit. Alright. Let's pick this thing up. Got somebody asking for ammo. Where is he? I don't think that Max needs ammo. I don't think he's the one asking. Alright, so... I should probably repair this. This is another anti-air gun. But it's on the north side of the tower. I guess that guy wants this turret when I'm done fixing it. I don't plan to use it unless I see that Liberator pop up again. So I said earlier that you need to give yourself objectives in this game, and it's true. If you jump in wondering what to do next, you're going to be at a loss a lot of the time. Ow. Okay, so this guy jumped in right after I finished repairing it. I think he was planning that. I think he went and hid or something. Maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't planning on using it anyway. I could hop directly into my Reaver now. Alright, so like I said, you got to give yourself objectives. So now that I'm here, this fight was won, and then you wonder, like, well, what now? What do you do next? I like to open up my map and get a feel for the whole fight on the continent as a whole and see where I can be of use. So that's the first step. I'm going to find out where I can be of use. Looks like Innis material storage could be good, but I don't necessarily have to follow the flow of the fight I was just at. There are other places that I could possibly help. Crimson Bluff Tower is not a bad choice because I see that there's a fair fight going on over here, and you can tell by the number of explosions, or little, you know, circular pulses or whatever you want to call those popping up there. Of course, there's a big fight going on here, but that's TR versus VS. We have nothing to do with that. There is a shield, little defensive icon right here. There's a defense marker that someone has placed asking for assistance at Taric. So I tend to like to respond to those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark that up. And now you might ask yourself, well, how do you get there? If you're in this situation, you're like, okay, I know I want to help here. How do I get there? There are a number of ways that I can actually do that. One thing I can probably do is press M, and then I'm going to hit my instant action hotkey or my instant action button, and it wants to send me over to Taric Depot. I got lucky this time because it wants to send me exactly where I wanted to go. So I'm just going to do that, and that'll drop me exactly where I wanted to go. If that didn't work, then I was probably just going to redeploy to the warp gate and take a Reaver out there. A number of ways that you can get to and from locations that you want to be at. Okay, so here we go. Got to be careful because I'm not any special tank mines. Because I'm not any specialized class. Wait, can I disarm these? Oh crap. I think engineers can disarm these, I'm not sure. Nope, that's not gonna work. Alright, so let's go and pop these. I'd heard a rumor that engineers could do that. And yeah, I'm shooting my own ammo pack there because I'd put it on top of an enemy tank mine. I just wanted to make sure the tank mine wasn't still down there. Alright, so point A here is under duress. There is an enemy max running up from this direction. I don't know where the enemy is spawning. I don't know where they're... Okay, well, there's their spawn room. I can see that on the map right now. And I'm looking directly ahead. I see a red equipment terminal, so the enemy is spawning from that building. The max came running around from this way. I don't think many enemies would take this long of a route to get around. There's another enemy coming up on this side here. I think he's up above. I'm gonna get inside the building here. I'm not sure where he is. Oh, he actually moved up toward the point. What do I have on me? I don't have any explosives. My engineer isn't trained in any kind of explosives. Alright, I see a blue, recently neutralized marker up there. That guy wasn't expecting me to pop out that door, which is exactly why I did it. But I didn't have any shields, so this guy was gonna get me. Okay. So all that was about me figuring out the fight. Let's go ahead and set a marker there. I see that we've got some ground vehicles and such right there, and nobody to really take them out. So I'm going to head over to Taric as an engineer and pull a Reaver. An anti-ground Reaver at that. I'm going to take this little zippy path that leads me straight to the tech plant. Zoom. If you jump, you get a little bit faster, I think. Take the left here. We're good. Boom. And turn around. There's a teleporter inside the tech plant, and this is just the kind of stuff that you learn as you play. I've learned how to maneuver from a spawn point of a tech plant into the tech plant, and how to get as quickly as possible up to the vehicle terminals, the aerial vehicle terminals, so that I can get my Reaver as quick as I possibly can. Alright, so we're going to switch over to breaker rockets, and I think I'll keep my Vortec rotary. So my waypoint is set at the last known location of some enemy ground vehicles, and there they are. Well played. What was that? Wow, he hit me with like 5 rounds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I heard. From his main cannon. That's right, we're just gonna try that again. That was a really silly way for me to attack him. He saw me coming. I saw what he was doing too. He saw me coming. He turned his vehicle so that the front was facing me, so that I would be attacking front armor and not dealing a lot of damage to him. And then he opened fire on me because I was flying straight toward him. I knew all this. I'm experienced enough to see it all happening, and it's all playing out in my head exactly as it happened. And still, I pursued that path. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes the person you're flying toward isn't that good, and they'll panic, and you'll end up taking them out anyway. So that's kind of what I was hoping for. But in most situations, why would you leave that kind of thing up to luck, right? So I really shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake on my part. I'm going to play this one differently. I'm going to play it as I should have played it before. Once again, like this. Oh crap, that's a Vanu lib. So we're dealing with TR here. There's a Vanu lib here. Ah, it's that same guy, that mediocre pilot with a good gunner. I hope that he makes his way around to those TR vehicles. Alright, so we know we've got a lib out here. We know we've got TR ground. What I'm doing now is heading straight up to the flight ceiling.
Generator stabilized.
And because I know that Vanu pilot isn't really an ace, I know he's not going to be looking up this high for me. So, now that I'm approaching from a really high angle, I can get rear armor on this lightning. There we go. And he's down. And now I'm going back up, because that obviously drew attention to me. And we're going to make that same play. Come back down. Let's go into cockpit mode here. There's a lightning. But this is front armor, I think. Yeah, we're at front armor. I would have to turn around and get a better shot at him. There we go. Alright, now up we go, because that is the lightning that I remember played that situation very well last time. Where'd you go to? There you are.
Hostile lightning tank spot.
That ought to do it. Lightning kill assist, okay. So that's how you play that situation properly. See, lightnings, for those who don't know, lightnings can't aim straight up with their cannon. There's a certain angle where their cannon barrel stops moving up. So if you attack lightnings from directly above and fire at rear armor, you have absolute advantage.
Generator stabilized.
So we've got a friendly anti-armor cannon firing off in this direction. Ah, this is why. I'm being hit by something, but it's not an air cannon. A rotary would have dealt more damage than that, and it wouldn't have sounded quite like that. It would have sounded like that, but a lot faster.
Enemy medic spotted.
Okay. Point A is obviously the objective, so the enemy's going to be protecting that.
We got a hostile max in the air.
No more enemy max. Let's find their spawn point. Actually, their spawn point is the spawn room.
Enemy max spotted.
Gotta be careful. Not about half health, but I do have my flares. Oh crap, I'm out of rockets. Okay. That's a cycler max. Not worried about a cycler max, so I was able to take him down with my rotary. Now I need ammunition. And I'm really low on health, so I'm gonna pull even further back. There we go. Alright, so I think I've done a lot of good in helping my side regain the advantage at Taric Depot. I don't think I'm done, but any particular strategy that you're using has the potential for not working for a long time. Like, you have to be able to adjust and adapt quickly. And I'm at the point where I can kind of feel the fact that this strategy has worked well for a little bit, and that it's phasing into it's blending into a phase where they're becoming wise to it. I might start facing some anti-air. Situations might change. You know, you can't always expect what you're doing to always be this effective and remain that effective throughout the whole fight. So I'm at the point where I'm ready and willing to adapt now. But basically, that's a long way of saying that I don't think I'm going to be able to use the Reaver as effectively as I was just now, because things change. Alright, we've got armor encroaching upon point A there. Oh, an extreme menace kill. That's fun.
Located an enemy spawn point.
Enemy Sunderer. Nestled neatly up against the building here and being accosted by our armor. Sunderer kill assist. Right on. So this should enable our ground troops to get into the building. That looks like enemy.
Visual on a hostile.
Ow, ow, ow. Locked from the ground. That's a striker firing at me. But I just killed a medic, not a heavy, so that's not the one who was firing the striker at me. I can keep their forces from getting to the capture point now by providing this much suppression right outside their spawn point. I'm going to take small arms fire for it, and we know that there's a striker in there, so we got to be careful. Ow, see, there's that striker, and I'll pop my flares at just the right instant to survive that volley. Okay, well, with flares down and only half of a rocket pod left, or half of a volley, I guess I should say, it's time to reload. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep this video on the shorter side, bring this one to a close here. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.